Yeah, yep.
Uh,
Yes, sir. You heard that new Barzal?
nope. What it's called?
I don't even know what it's called. Let me see. Hold on. Is it highlights? No, it ain't highlights. So you can play whatever because I don't even know what it's called.
So,
Yeah, man, we back, man, live with another one, man. We gonna play some music until we get situated.
I'm a bitch. I ride with the girls. You know how we do it. Some jump out the field like fuck with the kids. You know how I do my brothers. Shag got a career. They got me a baby. I'm flooding the zoo. They come to my dog on the cover. Somebody tell them I love it. Yeah. I run and murder and block with auto switches on my tongue. I'm the block and the wall. Like the time that we mind. So walk through the yard. Then we get them now. The price we want like 100 racks. For a body. Habits I like these. A secret. Milk. You're trying to be cash, I might just go through mine. Just start to me feel love. A new piece of blood, a piece of pop. School with them, but you know what I mean. A little cover on. I passed the Glock, is my six now. I'm sitting like John Stockton. I'm living cool 3D, that in my top and pocket. I got the shows in my bond. Phone me up, super pop. I'm up in traffic, I ride with the guns. You know how we do it. Some about the bed, like fuck what it is. You know how I do it. Shot that they got me a baby, I'm flooding the zoo. They talk about the couple of months. I love that. Feel rubber band up there, baby. Try to rob me and shot in the face. How they lost to the problem. Money doesn't make sure that we are 13, feeling a little down. Been a free in 24 months. We can talk about it good and done. Throw away and drink up for the top. Throw life me back on the top. The very kids on them back in the top. I'm gonna get yourself down with the top. So now I'm 50, let the drip. I can ain't get about it to the skin time. I want to tour up and I real that. I know top. Real time. I got really good. You know, I'm running out when they get tired. I'm saying, when I'm trying not to be only, then I want to. I have to wait, piece of paper off. I had to call you with a block of pop. I can pay 20 grand to bring the south. I show these guys gotta be about it. Yeah. I ride with the girls, you know how we do it. Some about the feel like fuck what it is, you know how I do it. Shy right career, they got me a baby, I'm stuck in the zoo. They told me my dog in a couple of months. Somebody tell them I love it. Yeah. What's up, Ray?
Yeah, tap in. What is tap in? What is man? We finna get short. We finna get started shortly.
Man, hit it, bro. Hit it, man. Get around the Jeep, man. Get around the car, bro. Walk. I'm gonna step out here when I walk. I'm bringing pressure to the ground when I walk. I kick the bitch out the Jeep, told her walk. Yeah, I jump on these beats and I walk. Slide, keep on sliding, walk. I just keep on down, walk. Spin around, walk. Step down, walk. That came with the sauce. Switch out on me must be low. Bitch, you be calling the boss. Get it, ain't that it's low. Your bitch in her, she getting tossed. But guess on my neck look like cross. I'm busting chips in the off. I play defense and off. But you get stuck on, I'm a thing, I don't.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit weak as hell.
I sent you Barzal's song on Telegram.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I I'm using my phone to what's the name to record and shit, so I can't even get to it. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment. We definitely appreciate the feedback and the support.
shit drop. You step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit. Friday, I ain't show no mercy, we show them for what time it is. I pop up like a February, I got time to give. They just thought I died, I just you so the feel high, so the skill. He ride, but you don't put the wheel high, put the wheel. Yeah, I'm the circle fight, yeah. That's the money from my life. I ain't worried, I got rape from it. I got real stuff, kill something. Niggas want to tell. They say you in beast mode, nigga, do is nasty. Read some of that fast, precious man, they ain't quiet. They get something from I see them conspire with the line, the fire. This is here, with a race, and I'm fine, and now I'm trusting. You can keep the feet. See my niggas don't keep us here. In the feel like demons, so they want to smoke, though. Five bloody Jimmy squares, coming like we, you pay it. Yeah, these niggas don't run it like we run it. It's only a start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas feeling easy to that was part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like a February, I got time to kill. Baby thought I died, I just died. There's no hide to it. Got it up the blood, drink it blood. There's no hide to it. Nice book. You don't show the real high, so you ride book. You don't want the real high, what the real. So I gotta make triple fight, yeah. That's it. I heard they want my life. I ain't worried, I got rape from it. Take over in the face. Yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, know it's women that bitch fully loaded. Yeah, we don't know it. Told them I need basic emotion. Niggas joking. I'ma school them niggas like they can't do it. That's nothing else. That's too clean. Don't nobody hate it. What you want to do, dog? Just the bullet, baby, boy. You keep taking time, dog. Certified over. I'ma turn that thing alive into a damn thing. I got conversations in that ass like they ain't friends. They had that shit on lock. Till I snapped on them like gold colors. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose the color. Niggas throwing that one up with that W, that's my bill, bro. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them for what time it is. I pop out like a February, I got time to kill. They just thought I died, I survived. There's no hide to it. Got it up the gut, straight to go. There's no hide to it. Nice book. He don't show the real high, show it. He lied, but he don't want the real high, but the real. So I gotta make triple fight, yeah. They want my life, I ain't worried, I got rape for real. Better kill them motherfuckers. Stand over them. Shoot them in the face. Hey, listen, bro, you don't know, y'all. I've been in this struggle.
That shit's strong in the motherfucker. You gonna play another one? Like, share, subscribe. Smash that like button, man. Subscribe. Tap in.
Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way and try to stop this. All black, 0 dark 30 when we locking. Yeah, I hear them niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way and try to stop this. All black, 0 dark 30 when we locking. I don't know what these niggas heard, boy, this my shit. Funeral home look like a dagger for the gothic. Outside of your crib like we held somebody hostage. Rock shit, aiming at your door with a chopstick. She love me, but she say she hate the way I make her toxic. Double up for everything I do, I'm a prophet. Picture me coming to you for help, boy, that's nonsense. Just me and my niggas, everybody know we got this. Watch your tone, you base, I got something make you high pitch. Thinking he fake to he running to a scholar. You a fool, he a goblin, tell him I'm a monster. Niggas forget to go, all I care about is on. If I say I'm not 2 or not 3, use your logic. Handicap man, get some help and they could find you. He think he big, treat his head just like an ostrich. So many hands and feet like he jumped inside a mosh pit. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way and try to stop this. All black, 0 dark 30 when we locked in. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way and try to stop stop this. All black, zero.
Gotta tell them to that lock, and these niggas fly, and they wanna stop when they mock, and they tryna block. Oh, we leave them niggas in the box, then I leave them fried, and it's time to clock. If you hide, then I take a spot, then I guarantee I'll be a top trick. Ain't no one beside me, thinking it's the time, you just come making a knot. See a germ and think he hot too, give us top 3. Hey, I'm Frank in the booth, niggas can't spot me. I leave earth, kinda crack down, come in my 3. The sound couldn't catch up, I'm like lightning, I'm here, then I'm gone. Leave them scared, so frightened, ain't no stairs, don't be swarm, ain't fair when we fight. Team, me and my team stick together like we signed me. She ain't my speed, tell her go, shit, she might leave. He ain't one west, see a hoe, shit, he might leave. Say I'm not a representative again, shit, I might be. Nigga know it's word.
Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way and try to stop this. All black, zero dark 30 when we lock in. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way and try to stop this. All black, zero dark 30 when we lock in.
Yeah, man, we locked in, man. You already know. That's another episode, nigga, dropping Jewelz live. You know what time it is. Every Wednesday, I'm preaching officer 500 Natazab, preaching officer 50 Karanyala. You know, we going to hold it down every Wednesday after the biblical law class. Make sure you subscribe, smash that like button. You know what I mean? Tune in. If you ain't tuned in, you know, we every Wednesday we go over articles, you know, that you probably ain't heard, that you don't know what's really going on. You don't really know what's going on out there in the world until we really bring these articles out every week and let you know, man. And the world getting crazy. You know what I mean? The world getting crazy. And the further you go into Christianity, it's like, yeah, the further you go into Christianity thinking that we free and that racism don't exist and everybody can come together and be one, that's when you start getting stories like the story we're gonna bring out that happened at this this school. You know what I mean? And it's so crazy because if I was a Christian, I would be amazed that this is still going on in you know, in 2022. But I'm not a Christian, so it doesn't shock me. I mean, I know what's going on out there. You know what I mean? I know what's going on out there, but yeah, you can pull the article. You can say something you want to, cry. It's up to you.
I'm jumping to the article. It's deeply offensive. California school forfeits football season following slave auction prank.
God damn. And look, though, you know what's so crazy? This is the second article we done brought out about some racism happening with children. You know what I mean? Teenagers. Right. Then we just bring out an article last time. There was a little black boy at a baseball game.
Mm-hmm.
In his college, and his little friends that was on his team, I believe, they conspired to bring cotton to the baseball game and dump the I think it was in Chicago too. They took some cotton. They brought some cotton from home, and during the baseball game, you know what I mean? It was the MLB. You know what I'm saying? During the baseball game, they took the cotton out and then just dumped it on his head. You know what I'm saying? As the baseball game was going on. That's crazy, man. So now here we is in 2022. Now we got some high school kids or some middle school kids. And what happened? Read it from the top again.
Yeah, sir. Deeply offensive. California school forfeits football season following slave auction prank.
They had to forfeit their whole football season because of a slave auction prank. And it's crazy because, like I said, you would think that this ain't even going on no more. You would think that people would know about slavery and how serious it was and how it affected Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians even to this day, and they wouldn't find something like this as a joke. You know what I mean? That's what you would think for a country that get that pass bills for Asians, stop Asian hate, and you know, trans rights. They pass bills for every goddamn people except us. You know, nobody says anything. You know what I mean? And like you would expect somebody to say, man, you know that I can understand what black people went through and what they going through. So let's not make slavery a joke.
Right.
Let's not make something to laugh. Let's find we can come on, we in high school, we in middle school. We can it's so much other stuff funny we can find on TikTok. Let's prank one of them or something. But they took it to the racism though. That's crazy. You know what I mean? And like you would think that you escaping it, teaching your kid to love everybody, and in hopes that one day, nigga, they gonna love you back, and no, it's embedded in them. That's why the Bible said the oppressor got a perpetual hatred. They got a hatred in them that's everlasting. It ain't gonna stop. You know what I mean? But it's like you keep reading.
If I may, sir, right? Oh, find that for me in a minute. If I may, sir, uh, this just goes to show how evil and disgusting Christianity is, right? Mind you, these is children, right? But you literally got young black dudes, you know what I'm saying, that's participating in this and acting like slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like the simple fact that they would literally just sit up there and put themselves out there to take part in this prank, it just shows you how evil and disgusting the Christian church is because, of course, these brothers is being raised by Christians. You understand? So, and Christians, just like Steve Harvey said a couple years ago, he don't give a damn about slavery. You know what I'm saying? This is the spirit of Christianity. These young brothers are not even being taught exactly what went on in slavery and the evil things that went on against black people by the hands of the slave master. You understand? They're not being taught this by their parents or the people that they're being raised by. You understand? So they sit back and participate in this prank thinking it's all good. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? The history behind slavery is just evil as hell. You understand? And it decimated the black community. And this is the reason why most of us live in the ghettos today. You understand? But these brothers being raised by Christians, it desensitizes them to even have sympathy on their own goddamn people. And this is why they participated in this prank themselves. You understand? I yield on that. You want me to keep going?
Yeah, no, yeah, the Most High Christ. Yeah, you can keep going on it. I didn't even see if the brothers was. Oh, you know, matter of fact, I did know that was black. I think I seen the video.
Right, right.
They didn't say it yet. Go ahead.
That was kind of, sir. A Northern California high school canceled the rest of its football season after the team enacted a racist and offensive prank.
And that's the thing. Like, you know, no, this happened up here where we at.
Right.
And you know, a lot of the times, like people don't understand that racism still exists up here in California. You know what I mean? It's just not like the racism that's in the South. The blatant racism, big truck, you know what I mean? The white boy with the overalls and the tank top underneath with the straw hat, with the Confederate flag everywhere. It's just a different type of racism. You know what I
Right.
mean? Up here. Like out in the South, you know what I mean, Nashville, Florida and all, they outright they straightforward with their racism. But once you get down to California, you know what I mean, Las Vegas and Arizona, all that. If it ain't the Hispanics, when it comes to black people, they try to like hide their racism. You know what I'm saying? They try to mask it with, oh, I smoke weed too. They try to mask it as, oh, you know, I listen to Slow B. I listen to all the drill rappers in California too. I listen to Draco. You know what I mean? Everything's good. They try to mask it like that, but the whole time they really hate you because I guarantee you, like these brothers that played on this football team with these other Israelite brothers and these white people. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they had when it came to college parties. I mean, high school parties and middle school parties. They all going to party with each other. They're on the same team.
Right. Right.
I mean, you know, kicking it with each other. And I can just imagine. And it's the thing, like if they did a high school, I mean, or a middle school prank, whatever grade they in, I don't know yet, a prank about a slave auction. I can just imagine what their parents actually teaching them at home. Because I guarantee them the black people that actually participated in this prank, you know what I'm saying? I guarantee that they don't even know that they people was on slave auctions. The white people know that though. But I guarantee you, the brothers that was standing on them auction blocks, they didn't know nothing about their ancestors being on on auction blocks. But the white people did though. They know history. You know what I mean? And this whole little ordeal is just discussion. Like I said, it go to show you that racism still exists, even if it's out blatantly with it or they hide it. It exists all over. America was built on racism. So no matter where you can go to Utah, nigga. They racist out there too. You know what I mean? They racist no matter. You can go to Wyoming, nigga. They racist out there too. And if you black, Hispanic, Native American, you gonna experience some type of racism. And you know another reason why. First off, they hate you, and then second off, look at the movies.
Right.
They watch movies like Boys in the Hood, Menace Society. Don't be a menace. It's supposed to be funny. They scared to death. They like nigga, oh, hell no. This nigga walk around with bunny slippers on. Nigga, no, I'm cool, man. With Dickies in the tank top, yeah, this is too much for me. So when they see you, and then don't let alone drill music that just took over since 2012, they see you, nigga. Oh man, they scared to death. You know what I mean? So, but Salaki, you keep going.
If I may too, sir, like
Yep.
the, the cold part about this whole story is right, like this, this is in essence, this is the reason why they want to ban critical race theory. You understand? So they can keep on getting away with being racist towards us and being desensitized to the fact that black people actually did suffer in this country at the hands of white people. Like if they was to teach critical race theory in the school, trust me, this type of stuff, we wouldn't have this story right here if they would have passed the law to actually be able to teach about slavery and what the hell happened. You know what I'm saying? It would enable the public to actually have to feel sorry for black people. You understand? But the fact that they don't teach about critical race theory and the fact that they don't teach you exactly what happened in slavery on a mass scale, because they hide the history from us, you know what I'm saying, going to school and all this type of stuff. We don't learn about slavery and the ins and outs of what happened in slavery, but they'll teach you about Alexander the Great. You understand? They'll teach you about the inventions that these so-called white people had, but they won't teach you about why this country and how this country is surviving and why this country is how it is and what the foundation of this country was being built on. You understand? So the fact that they went against teaching critical race theory, you understand, and they not teaching our children about slavery in these schools. This is the reason why these young Caucasian kids can keep getting away with racism towards us. You understand? Because it's like, okay, don't nobody really care about what the hell happened to blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and they don't care about it enough to actually teach people what actually really happened in this country towards our people. You understand? That's why these young devils can get away with this type of stuff. And this is why these young brothers would participate in a heinous prank like this. You understand? Because slavery was really a horrible thing. You understand? They was really robbing and raping a whole nation of people. You understand? Sodomizing women, men, and children, chopping off brothers' feet and rods. You understand? Feeding our children to alligators. You know what I'm saying? If they was to teach about this in the schools, then we wouldn't have pranks like this. You understand? Because the black community would have to stand up about what the hell is going on, because it's too much being brought to the light on how the hell we was treated in this country by the oppressor. You understand? But I'm gonna continue, sir.
Yeah, no, and too right quick, like no, that's facts. And another reason why they don't want to teach critical race theory is because you got some oppressors out there. They rebellious. They want to go against anything their parents say. You know what I mean? You teach critical race theory, they're gonna be like, damn nigga, now I know why black people hate us. Now I know why they nigga, damn, you know, look what the hell we did to them. They're gonna start a whole club of rebellion and start them trying to get some laws passed for black people, give them some reparations. You know, you got some white people that's really gonna be about that. You know what I mean? They go against each other like, man, hell no, I'm against that. I'm against everything that y'all did. But yeah, that was a good point on that. But yeah, you keep going.
The football team at River Valley High School in Yuba City, California, shared a video where team members appeared to act out a slave auction with black teammates.
Yeah, that,
It's
and
like
it's
it's
and it's crazy, right? Because man, I was locked. I was in prison with so many people from Yuba. I'm like, man, this is crazy. They racist. They full racist. You know what I mean? They are some real devils for real for real. You know what I mean? All of them. They was running around talking about some you, but I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what is these niggas? What is they? Fuck is that? What is that? I'm like, this nigga got a horn on mama. I was like, what is that sound, bro? They was like, they saying Yuba. I'm like, who is that? Black? They're like, hell no, they were. I'm like, that's crazy. These niggas out here banging Yuba. But yeah, well, Yuba City, which is up here, like I don't know how far it is from Sac. It ain't too far though. You know what I mean? They are absolutely racist. But yeah, you keep going Slovakia.
It's crazy too that you brought that up, sir. You know, it ain't too many niggas that live in Yuba City.
Man, you're right. You're right. That's exactly what I was trying to say.
So
Niggas,
they got the freedom to be extra racist up there. You understand? Then I could just imagine. You know what I'm saying? Where was you at?
Tracy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? But I could just imagine, you know what I'm saying, like they literally being around so many black men, you know what I'm saying, locked up in a cage, and you actually get to see black people from the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? They racism was on 10, I bet you feel me? But you know what I'm saying? So like it, so I'm gonna continue if you want me to.
Yeah, no, yeah, you can continue, but yeah, no, ain't even no niggas in the Yuba City. They had no, that man, they ain't got no business even being in Yuba City going through all that. You know, like yeah, you can go ahead. We say a no cap street wars, camp of California, what's popping with ISBK, speak the gas, fam on you speaking the truth, all praise the most high. Oh yeah, most high in Christ, the water for tuning in. You know,
Why the f- on there, brother?
the water for putting your name, city, and state too. You know what I mean? Good shit. You keep going, right?
Yuba City Unified School District Superintendent Doreen Usumni provided a statement to CNN and CBS News calling the prank deeply offensive. USA Today reached out to the school district for comment Monday morning, but did not immediately hear back. Reenacting a slave sale as a prank tells us that we have a great deal of work to do with our students so they can distinguish between intent and impact, Osumni wrote. They may have thought this skit was funny, but it is not. It is unacceptable and requires us to look honestly and deeply at issues of systemic racism.
Right. And it's like, right. And the thing is, like, nigga, they thought it was funny too. The only reason why they even brought it out, it had to say something is because it went viral. You know what I mean? Everybody started seeing the damn video, and they start seeing it. Oh, they in the locker room. What school is that? That's Whoopty Whoop School in Yuba City. They had to come out and say something about it. You know what I mean? But all these teachers, man, these principals, you know what I mean? All these oppressors, man, they hate black people, and they hate your children. You know, and I wouldn't be surprised if this came from the damn coach who told him to do it. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, you know what I mean? But Salakia, go
Now,
ahead.
if I may, sir, what you saying is so heavy, right? You remember that video that you just sent me when they went to go knock on the brother's door, and he was like, "Yeah, man, we asking neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Their opinion." Hey, look, my sister sent me the same video, right?
Right.
I watched the video probably for like 40 times because it was hilarious to me. You feel me? The fact that like white people cannot hide their racism towards us as much as they want to try to act like they cool with us, or I got a black friend, or I smoke weed too, and all of this type of stuff. They cannot hide their racism for us. You understand? They cannot hide the fact that they hate us, and sometimes it'll just slip out, even when they just trying to be nice to you. You know what I'm saying?
No, real talk. And then it's so crazy, right? Because like a lot of times, like I said, black people, especially in areas like Yuba City, like black people, you hanging around white people. The only reason why y'all friends is because y'all smoke weed together. That's the only reason why y'all friends. And then so he can, and he know that you ain't really tough like that because you from Yuba City. So he's like,
Right.
man, I can, you know what I'm saying? I can talk to you any type of way. I can treat you any type of way. Nigga, it ain't gonna be no repercussions. You know what I
That's
mean? Nigga can call.
facts.
No, real talk. Nigga can call you nigga to your face and just like disrespect you, nigga, and because he know that you ain't gonna do nothing about it. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna be no repercussions. And what you shouldn't put your hands and harm nobody. but you also shouldn't be friends with them and allow them to bully you and call you out your name and do a skit where you reenacting the suffering of your ancestors. You know what I mean? It also shouldn't all that also shouldn't happen. You know what I mean? And the only reason why I say I think they're really speaking up about this because they don't want the NAACP to get involved. You know, all the black mugs, and you know to come out and start saying, man, this is what happened at this school. Racism still exists. Man, the UPK been telling you racism still exists since 1969. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, but it's unfortunate that this had a. But now that this went viral and it's all in the news and all that, and it's all the news articles. Now he gonna understand how now these children gonna understand how serious slavery was. You know what I mean? How like, cause you know they probably they honestly thought it was a joke and it was a game and it was a prank, and now they finna get in trouble for it, and they finna be like, man, look, you actually know what happened to you? You know
Right.
what happened to people? And hopefully they're not too far gone and removed from their culture and caring about their people, and they actually able to sit there and be like, damn, that was actually messed up. What happened? You know
I
what I
ain't
mean?
gonna lie, sir. Like they from Yuba City, that shit probably over with.
Yeah, I know. So I'm already thinking it's over with. You know what I mean? They're too far gone.
Hey,
But I
cool, sir.
know,
Did you see the TikTok video of the brother that received a bouquet of cotton for his 1 year anniversary on the job?
see, that's crazy. Hell no.
Oh man, I was trying to find and see if it was an article about it, but it was a TikTok video.
A bouquet of cotton.
They literally gave that man a bouquet of cotton, basically on some thank you for being our slave, nigga.
Yeah.
We
And,
definitely appreciate it.
and then look at this the thing like with the internet. We starting to see more of this every day, but this was something that's been going on forever. You
Right.
know what I mean? Now, like a lot of people, contrary to popular belief, Martin Luther King didn't stop a goddamn thing. He did
Oh,
not. His dream did not stop the white people from hating black people. His dream of everybody coming together and little white girls holding little black boys' hands and everybody getting along and you know what I'm saying holding hands under the banner of brotherhood and love and happiness. That never that didn't happen. You know what I mean? That's that and you could see that as Martin Luther King was still alive. Some white people killed him. You know
right.
what I mean? Like nigga, when they was out there protesting, they was letting dogs loose on everybody, slapping the hell out you sitting in the damn restaurant and hitting you with water hoses. And because his and because his speech was so prolific, it was so famous. You know what I mean? We say that he went down in history as a goddamn prophet of God. When he could that could be further from the truth.
And
But
that nigga stole that speech too, sir.
right, and he stole that speech, and that nigga was zesty and horny. This nigga wanted to sleep with white women. That's what his dream was about. You know what I mean? That his dream was never about black people coming together and you know what I mean. After Martin Luther King dream, guess what? We lost all our businesses after Martin Luther King. You know what I mean? When they was going through cities and hanging black people and doing all that, guess what they was doing? They weren't just hanging normal black people that was just reading the newspaper on the stoop. They was hanging black people that would own businesses. And then they
Right.
were taking over the businesses and saying that we own this business now. That's all it was about. You know what I mean? You got to thank Martin Luther King for that.
Right.
His nightmare for black people. You know what I mean? And we witnessing that right now. It's 2022. This ain't 1960s. It's 2022, and you got brothers sitting on the goddamn auction block that said we gonna do it. We gonna prank some other black people when they walk in the locker room. All three of us gonna get on the auction table, nigga. And then we gonna have everybody sitting in front of us bidding on us. And this is gonna be so funny. How the hell is that funny? It's only funny because it's only three black people that go to the school. That's why it's funny. You know what I mean? But if it was a high school full of black people, no, that wouldn't nobody would even consider making that a prank or a joke because it's like nigga, it's not funny. You know what I mean? Who? But it's only funny because you got the whole school is able to be the slave masters while you be the slave. That's
Right.
why. And you just going with the crowd. You know what I mean? But Salakia, hitting all real talk, water hoses. You can keep going.
You want to keep going on that one, sir?
Yeah, keep going.
That's a lot of it.
Yeah. Don't love us bananas and tea gums. You keep going.
The teams involved in the video were kicked off the team for the remainder of the season for violating the school's student athlete code of conduct. And that left the football team without enough players to compete for the rest of the 2022 campaign. River Valley forfeited the rest of the games on its schedule.
Right, because they kicked all the black people off the team. And then this is so crazy, right? Because like you would think let this have been something about some transsexuals or some homosexuals. It would have been breaking news. You know what I mean?
Time.
It would have been breaking news if it was about some transsexuals or homosexuals. You wouldn't even been able to do that. It's like they got mad, like LGBT got mad because they took the LGBTQ tag off of Jeffrey Dahmer movie on Netflix. They ain't got nothing to do with us. You know what I mean? And but here we is in 2022. They can reenact black people being slaves on a goddamn auction block at school, and then not get in trouble for it, or get no type of repercussions besides them getting kicked off the damn team. You know what I mean? Hey man, it's like, but like, let this have been something about some homos though. Everybody would have been an uproar. You would have had Congress talking about it. They would have had to pass a law saying that black people can't do that. And nigga, they would have did the extreme.
They probably would have shut down that school, sir.
Yeah, they probably would have shut down the damn school, man. And that's why you gotta understand, like, bro, black, Hispanic, Native American Indians, you gotta wake up and understand, like, you really hate it out here. You got some real enemies that really hate, like it's deeper. Okay, yeah, they mask it as a joke, but they let's say this is a learned behavior. They learned this from somewhere. You
Right.
know what I mean? This wasn't something that they just came up with. Oh, let's make this a joke. No, they learned this from somewhere, and it didn't. It wasn't a joke from black people. You know what I'm saying? This was a joke from somebody white that said this is gonna be funny if we just put them on auction block. It's just ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? It just keep, but you can keep going, Salakia.
Oh, Salaki, the brother asked, what school was this? This is River Valley High School in Yuba City, California.
Yep.
Tabarakatah, Naquab, the water for tap in, broski.
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, hell yeah, we got some real enemies out here, man. Like real talk, black people. But especially being from California, anybody is your friend if they smoke weed. Because one day, nigga, you're not gonna have no money to buy some weed, so you got to make all these different friends with all these heathens just so one day you can be able to smoke weed when you run out. And
Right.
that y'all real friends. You just like, damn, one day I ain't gonna have no weed. I know these niggas, them white boys, they stay with weed. Them Chinese niggas, them Arabs, them niggas stay with weed. So I'm gonna just be friends with them right quick. So if I run out, I can just go smoke their weed. It ain't because y'all got something in common. They trying to be like you. You know
Hey,
what I mean? They trying to be. I ain't got nothing in common. Yeah, they niggas trying to be like y'all.
hey, what you saying is so heavy, sir. Because not only are they trying to be like you, they family got way more money than your family too. So they gonna buy the nicest shit that you wish you could have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But they looking to emulate you. You understand? I seen this shit as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Just
yeah,
just having so-called friends of other races, you feel me? That automatically had a bag in their family, you feel me? Nigga, I think I got a saucy fit on or something. This nigga might come to school with some Jordans I ain't never seen before, just because his family can afford that type of stuff. You understand? And it's literally like niggas really only got friendships with these heathens because they got more than us. You understand? You probably can possibly benefit off of being a friend to them.
yeah. No, real talk. I mean, you keep going, Baba Kashaw.
In a school email obtained by the Sacramento Bee, Osumni previously wrote to parents and district members, I received a copy of a recording of River Valley High School football team members acting out a reprehensive act of a slave auction. The recording clearly demonstrates that this situation was orchestrated and organized, which underscores my concern that students spend time contemplating this terrible act without the slightest regard that this action is hateful and hurtful.
But that's crazy. They said this was well organized. Like they really organized this, and look, let me tell you this: it's deeper than a prank. It was deep. They got some real hatred in their heart. You know why? Because these brothers on that football team, and they making them niggas look like children.
Right.
You know, they out there not only are they embarrassing the opposite team, but they're embarrassing their teammates. You
Right.
know, they out there scoring the most. They out there running the most yards, getting the most tackles, touchdowns. They out there completely dominating. Cause you come on now, they black. They black and they stay in a white neighborhood, in a white city. They dominating. So you know what? They mad because guess what? All the girls want them. You
Right.
know,
Right.
all the white girls want them. They you know they mad. So you know what? We gotta embarrass these niggas and put them back in their place.
Exactly, sir. Put these niggas back in their place. I got something for you.
I
Are you
got some.
fucking bad, nigga? You just a slave.
You just a slave, man. You know what I mean? You just a slave, and it just goes. And like I said, but these brothers supposed to see this and see what happened, especially the ones that participated with, and they supposed to say, "Oh yeah, man, these niggas." Because you got to understand, your enemy, man, he crafty.
Damn
I think
right.
the Bible said they got they committed crafty counsel. That's in Psalms 83rd chapter. You ain't got to pull it. You know what I mean? But they crafty, man. You know what I mean? They like the serpent in the garden. That's exactly. They got the same spirit as him. They crafty, man. You know what I mean? But it's like we can go to the next article though.
Hey, sir, I wanted to pull Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10 real quick, Baba Kashan.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 10 in the Apocrypha. Never trust thine enemy. The Lord said, don't ever trust your enemy. You understand? It says, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. These young brothers thought that these goddamn Edomites that they played football with and probably smoked weed with and probably went to parties with outside of being at school, they really thought that their enemy was their friend. You understand? And eventually they seen the wickedness, you understand, of these Caucasian children. They eventually seen the hatred that these Caucasian children secretly and have for them deep inside of their minds. You understand? And this is what happened when you trust your enemy. They didn't trust their enemy so goddamn much to befriend these white boys on this football team. You know what I'm saying? And these white boys secretly envy the talent that they got, envy that all the females in this high school want these little black boys. And what they do, they iron, they wickedness rusted just like iron. You understand? Eventually, they seen how wicked these goddamn Caucasians was, even though that they thought they was friends. You know what I'm saying? And then what happened? They get a prank played on them like they a slave on an auction block just to emasculate these young dudes. You understand? Just to put these little black boys back in their place to be like, okay, yeah, y'all niggas might be raw at football, or y'all the girls might want y'all and all of that type of stuff, but we got one up on you. You niggas are slaves. You understand? We ain't never went through slavery in this country, and y'all just workers, and y'all just boys to us, basically. You understand? But Salakia, so I'm gonna go to the next one.
No, that's facts.
Kanye West wears White Lives Matter shirt to Yeezy fashion show in Paris, joined by Candace Owens.
Man, but this dude Yeezy, man.
If I may, sir, real quick. I look, hate is a strong word. I'm not even gonna say that. I dislike this bitch Candace Owens so goddamn much. You understand? She can't be. She damn near the biggest coon of a black woman that I've ever seen in my life. She worse than them church ladies with them big ass hats sitting on the front row that's saying "Let go and let God" to me. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, but this broad is just a grade A goddamn sellout, and she gives a damn about blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. But go ahead, sir.
Yeah, no, hey, look, no, that's facts. I mean, and like Kanye West, he is a very entertaining person. You know what I mean? Whether it's his music, his antics, man, you know what I'm saying, him spazzing in the public. This nigga is like, this what's wrong with you, dude? But they let you know, like, the more money you get, they don't like everybody's, you know what I'm saying, striving and spending their whole life trying to get money and be rich like Steve Jobs and Elon Musk. Look, ain't nothing wrong with that. But then guess what, though? It's certain shit that come with that. I don't think y'all willing to accept, man. Like, get that bag, you get that bag, man, you going to compromise your integrity. You going to be trying to become just like them.
Right.
That's the only way that you're going to be able to keep moving further up in this goddamn pyramid scheme. You got to become like him. And then once you masturbate, you got to be like Majin Buu. I know y'all watch Dragon Ball Z before. This nigga Majin Buu, nigga absorb you, nigga, and then become you. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
what they do. They're absorbing the spirit of the oppressor, and they're trying to become more and more like him every day, especially with the more money they get. You know what I mean? Like whereas and then when you black and poor, you ain't trying to be like Steve Jobs. You ain't trying to be like Elon. You ain't trying to be like nobody. Why? You know why? Because you ain't around them 24/7. Kanye
Right.
West, he's in these offices, in these executive offices, in these businesses rooms with them, and he doing business with Gap and Nike and Adidas. He doing all this different stuff, and he's a billionaire. And he ain't black no more. He black. He is real, but that nigga's a white man. You know what I mean? That's what the general was saying yesterday. This nigga is he's a white man, bro. This nigga is not black no more. You know what I mean? It's just like you ever seen the movie Get Out? You know what I mean? Like this big ass nigga was running real fast and he just hit the corner. This nigga, but he's looking at him, he thinking it's a nigga the whole time. It's a white man in that nigga body. That nigga is not, he's Jake not there no more.
Right.
You know, that's Amalek. That nigga ain't there no more. You know? That ain't him no more.
That's funny. This nigga Kanye West is a Jewish man trapped in a nigga body. Shit.
He not there no more. He gone, bro. And and if you could pull it right quick too before we just dive into it, because it really bring on the scripture. It's in the apocrypha.
What scripture you want?
When he was like, man, you popular, nigga, you famous and you renowned. I'm gonna give you this bag, nigga, and and once you take this bag and you do what I say, then everybody gonna, you know what I'm saying, they gonna follow you because you got power and you influential.
I know that script. I cannot think of. I know what scripture you're talking about, but I cannot think about it right now. Let me see.
And that this what the oppressor has always done. You know what I mean? He has always trying to give people that they think got it. Now, why you think what's her voice with the deep ass voice? She doesn't sound like Christ. What's her voice? What's her name?
Who the broad that went to jail?
Glorilla. Why you think that they signing Glorilla?
That nigga said she sound like crying.
Like why you think they signed Glorilla? They didn't sign her because she got real bars. You rapping about shaking your behind on the goddamn car is not bars. It's not real music. That's not music, nigga. That's trash. Nigga, like that takes no thought. Nigga, all you gotta do is just say, yeah, I be shaking I be getting naked on the car. Like that it takes no thought. You don't gotta sit there and think like, oh, what's gonna get the crowd? That shit is trash. But why they signing her? They trying to sign her because why? She's influential. She influential because the type of society that was built on making women gods and you know what I mean, not telling women that they wrong and they can never do no wrong. She did this. This was built on our society was built on niggas like Jagged Edge and 112. You my sun, my moon, my stars. I love you so much. Peaches and cream. Please don't leave me. I love you better than he can. A black woman can never do wrong. She's a queen and all this stupid garbage. You know what I mean? So of course she able to get signed. You know what I mean? It's influential. You know what I mean? It's influential. And once she signed her, guess what? Now it's gonna be a sister 5 years from now, 10 years from now. She gonna try to outdo her with the righteousness. Like Karasi and Croc posted a song where her sister, she was twerking in front of a goddamn Planned Parenthood, talking about murder on her mind. I was like, boy, this shit get deep. Nigga, she was twerking in front of Planned Parenthood, talking about nigga, she ain't got no plan B but murder on her mind. Nigga, how she gonna kill the baby when it come out. Nigga at the abortion clinic, late time abortion. And she was twerking on a new ass Benz or a new ass Scat Pack or something. You know what I'm saying? She got diamonds all on her and jewelry. And she was fly, pretty as hell too. And she sitting there talking about I got murder on my mind, twerking in front of an abortion clinic. And guess what? That song gonna go viral. She gonna make another song, and then they gonna sign her because that's what they want to promote. You know what I mean? That's what they want to promote, and it's the same thing with the other rappers too. And why you think rappers like Mozzie get far? Because he talking about murder. nigga. And guess what? When you talk about murder so much, you hear so much, you gonna want to become a murderer. You gonna want to be exact just like that. You know what I mean? Just like if you talking about getting money, selling drugs or selling weed, eventually they're gonna influence you to be like, yeah, I'm finna start selling drugs. Or if you listen to the Future, he talking about popping Molly Percocet, chase a check, never chase it. Man, you gonna like, I'm finna, man, this nigga make Percocet sound to wild, nigga. I want a Percocet, bro. Which one should I get, the 20 or the 30? No, it's your first time, get the 10. And the next thing you know, you dead off fentanyl somewhere, green in the goddamn laundry room. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't fell out. Like, nigga, come on, bro. Y'all gotta chill, bro. But this is why they promote them, because they influential. You know what I mean? And what I'm trying to say is that in the Bible, they did the same thing. They wanted to go to the person that had hella influence, like Kanye West, like Candace Owens.
I got a script. I got a scripture for you.
Yep, go ahead.
I got a scripture for you. Most High in Christ. Yeah, I definitely got a scripture for you. Let me see. First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 17. Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias on this wise, thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man in this city, and strengthened with sons and brethren. Now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment, like as all the heathen have done, yea, and the men of Judah also, and such as remain at Jerusalem. So shalt thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friends. And
Listen,
thou, go ahead, sir, Salakia.
listen. That's the scripture I was talking about. What is that? Second Maccabees
Most
what?
High in Christ. First Maccabees 2 and 17.
First Maccabees 2 and 17. That's exactly the scripture I was talking about. Read it up again. Most
Okay.
High.
Got you. This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 2 and verse 17. Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias on this wise, thou art a ruler and an honorable man and a great man in this city, and strengthened with sons and brethren.
Man, look at why did they come to him? They didn't come to him because they wanted to be friends with him, or they liked what he was doing.
Right.
They said, look at, you got so many sons, bro. Nigga, you a ruler. You know what I'm saying? You got influence. You got all this over there. The people love you. And they'll keep going.
Okay, sir. Verse 18. Now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment.
Right. And then so they said, look, you a ruler. You got so much influence, but everybody following you, got all these sons. Everybody look up to you and your sons, man. So look at, come follow and do what the king said. Come do what the king said, because if you do it, you got all this influence. If the people see you do it, they gonna do it. And
Right.
it's the same with these rappers and these entertainers and these NAACP, and you know what I'm saying, all these religious leaders. And guess who also did this? Margaret Sanger. She did the same thing. She said, look, let's get the Christian pastors. Let's get the Christian pastors to tell them to do this. And then because we get them, then we got them. The oppressor has always been slick and crafty like this when it came to dealing with the people. You know what I mean? And that's exactly why the Lord said he gonna choose who I'm gonna choose who I'm gonna put over y'all. Y'all gonna follow any dumb idiot that's gonna have y'all out here getting murdered, like your Christian pastor. That's why he said, I'm gonna set the king over you who I want to be king over you. You ain't gonna be able to choose yourself, because you don't know how to choose nobody. You know what I mean? And but keep reading.
It says, like as all the heathen have done, yea, and the men of Judah also.
Right.
And
He
go ahead,
said,
sir.
look, all the heathen already did it.
Right.
And not only that, Judah did it. All of Judah did it. You know, Judah is the head tribe. You know
Right.
what I mean? Judah the head tribe, man. Look at, he said everybody did it already. You might as well do it too. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? You got all this influence, man, because the people, and if you won't do it, the people ain't gonna do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But keep going.
And it says, Salakia. So shall Salakia. And such as remain at Jerusalem, so shalt thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friends, and thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold and many rewards.
Man, look, he said, if you drop your culture and you pick up our culture, man, we gonna reward you for it. You're gonna be rewarded with silver and gold. You're gonna be in a number of the king. You're gonna be one of the king's friends if you do that, because you got so much influence, man. If you just drop, and that's the thing, because this one Mattathias understood when you keep reading the story. Mattathias understood it. If he leave his culture and join and take on another culture, or in order for him to take on the culture and do what they was asking of him, he had to leave his culture.
Right.
I mean, he understood that, and he was like, "Nah, I ain't with it. I gotta leave my culture because what the Bible said. The Bible said you can't serve two masters because you gonna love one and you gonna hate the other. Nigga, if I take on your culture, nigga, I'ma hate my culture then, nigga. But if I keep my culture, I'ma hate your culture. I ain't fucking around with y'all. I'm too wild. You know what I mean? That's what he was on. But you got brothers, but he didn't compromise his integrity, man, for silver and gold, for goddamn money. You know what I mean? For something that growing, he didn't compromise his integrity. But you got a lot of people that will compromise their integrity, like Kanye West, like Candace Owens. They will completely compromise. Nigga, I'm a billionaire. Nigga, I own this, I own that. You know what I'm saying? I got all this money, all these riches. I'm a billionaire. But then you still can't keep your hoe in the house. She didn't want to cheat on you. You know what I mean? That shit is crazy. But you should never compromise your integrity for money. But you got so many people that didn't copy Kanye West and these Christian pastors and these religious leaders and these entertainers, and that's what they do. That's why you see black men putting on dress and lipstick, because I'm just doing it for the money. I ain't gay. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see sisters play roles and they get ran through on roles, and you know what I mean. I just did it for the money. You got sisters hella young starting OnlyFans. I just did it for the money. I ain't no hoe. No, you're a prostitute. Bruh, you put on a dress, you gay, nigga. You tripping. You know what I mean? But that's why you gotta have the type of spirit. You're not willing to compromise your integrity for nothing in the goddamn world. But the people that we follow, they not willing to live like that. You know what I mean? They not willing to do that. They gonna compromise every goddamn time for some money. You know what I mean? But I only brought that up to say this is what Kanye West and Candace Owens is doing. You know what I mean? Because they're not like they head so far off the white man behind. They're not even imagining if America's gonna fall, or if that's even a possibility, or if black people are gonna rule after them. That's not even a possibility. I'm only thinking about right here, right now. How can I further my riches? How can I further my agenda in this country? Not knowing that Christ's about to return and destroy all this. You know what I mean? But Salaki, I'm for being long-winded.
Damn right, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a heavy ass scripture that you pulled for real, because like a lot of people think that the Bible is not about black people. A lot of people think that the day-to-day life that we live in America or in this empire abroad has nothing to do with the Bible. When this is exactly what happened in the Bible. They chose niggas with influence to influence the rest of our people, you understand, to go against our God. You understand? Like you said, Margaret Sanger with Planned Parenthood and these Christian pastors and these gangster rappers and these sisters that get on records talking about twerking on top of cars and popping Plan B pills and independent women and all of this type of stuff. Now, what you said was absolutely on point, though, sir, especially with this article that we bringing up. You understand? But Salagia, sir, that was a heavy damn scripture that you pulled.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Most High in Christ. And like, yeah, like you said, like a lot of people don't know that the Bible is actually black history. And
Right.
like scriptures say that everything that was written before time was written for our learning. And also there's nothing new under the sun.
Right.
Always had traitors and cowards that always was willing to trade on the people to get ahead. You know what I mean? Just so okay, we all gonna suffer, but I don't want to suffer like them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I trade on them. If they ain't gonna like it's gonna make their life worse. So yeah, I trade on them. Not knowing that nigga know what you did it made our life absolutely horrible and way worse. You know what I mean? It made it absolutely worse. But so like you can keep going.
I'm kind, sir. Kanye West wore a black T-shirt with "White Lives Matter" emblazoned on the back to his latest Yeezy fashion show.
Man, look, we just read that. They told Mattathias, they said, man, do what the king told you to do. All the heathen already did it. They
Right.
left their culture and their customs and their way of life to follow after the king. You should do the same thing. He didn't do what Mattathias did. He did what the servants told him to do. That's what Kanye did. He said, "Look at, give me that White Lives Matter shirt. Give me a few billion. Give me that White Lives Matter shirt, man. Look, this is what it is, bro. Nigga, this is what it is."
To lock it, sir. Can I pull another scripture? Because what you saying is so damn heavy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, Baba Kashaf. First Maccabees 1:11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, "Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow." Nigga, this Kanye West.
Yeah,
Right
bro.
here in the Bible. This Candace Owens right here in the Bible, man. They
Bro.
to these goddamn slave masters like, look, we pledge our allegiance to y'all. We don't give a damn about that Israelite shit. We don't give a damn about serving the Lord. We want to serve you and we want to serve your goddamn money. And I can bring a lot of my brothers and sisters with me that's going to do exactly what the hell I want to do. You understand? Because I want to serve you. I want to pledge my allegiance to your God, your way of lifestyle, so I can be able to indulge in your money. So I can be able to indulge in the lust that you fulfill. You understand? And this Kanye West, Candace Owens, and so many other niggas that I could just name, you know what I'm saying? It'd take the rest of the show for me to name all these goddamn coons. But
Right. And
there
look,
you
no, and look, and like the brother said, he said Kanye West, no, we Israelites. Well, I done seen countless videos where he said we Israelites, I'm from Judah, lost tribe of Judah. Like he's actually saying this. And
right.
like he can care less. And he just like you just read, he's one of those wicked men. And he's not concerned with being holy. You know what I'm saying? Like what does holy mean? The Deuteronomy 76 say, thou art an holy people to the Lord thy God. It
Right.
means that we are separate people. And the Lord was smart when he did that, because guess what? God don't think how we think. Like he know that if all people come together like Kanye trying to do, say white lives matter, everybody matter, let's come together, blue lives matter, everything matter. If you do that, guess what you got to do? If we all come together, guess what you got to do? You got to leave your culture.
Right.
And the Lord know that. That's why the Lord said, "Be holy." If we come together, guess what I got to do? I got to stop being an Israelite. I got to stop growing my beard out. I gotta love white women. I gotta have babies with them. I gotta do everything that's against the Lord. I gotta eat shrimp, crab, lobster, and pork. I gotta totally leave my culture and my heritage. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the Bible said, "Be holy." But Kanye West, he don't want to be holy. You know what I mean? That
Right.
money will make you crazy. You know what I mean? He
And
got all that money. He's crazy now. Yeah, go ahead.
if I may too, not only do you have to leave your culture and adhere to another nation's culture, you're eventually going to have to be a slave to that other nation. You're gonna have to be a servant to your goddamn oppressor when you leave your culture and want to indulge in what he has going on. Because
Right.
he rules his culture. You understand? You can't rule his culture. So inevitably you gotta fall up under the rules that he's dictating towards you, and you're gonna be a servant to him. You understand? But Salakia, sir.
Yeah, no. What you're saying is facts. Like when you take on anybody else's culture that's not yours, you make yourself a second class citizen.
Right, right,
Like when black people try to be Muslim, like you making the Arabs don't respect you. You know what I mean? You a copycat, you a culture vulture, and you making yourself a second class citizen. And it's the same thing with Christianity. You know what I mean? But that's Kanye West understands that's what gets him far in this country. And the same thing with Steve Harvey with all them goddamn teeth. He understands the same thing too. That's why he always say, I don't give a damn about slavery. He
right,
understands with all them goddamn teeth. That's what the oppressor wants to hear. You know what I mean? And he gonna push that agenda so he can get further. That's why when Monique came on this show and then she was talking about getting canceled on Netflix, he was like, "Man, it's the money game. I mean, I'm worried about me and my family, nigga. I don't care what you and nobody else got going on. This is about me and my family." That is the most selfish mindset and disgusting mindset you can ever have. You know what I
right.
mean? That is absolutely disgusting. And they learned that from the Christian church. The
Yep,
Christian church
that's
you how
right.
to the Christian church teach you how to be selfish. You
Right,
know, it teach like ISBK, we learn how to be selfless, man. And like we don't like we don't have self-preservation in here. You know what I mean? We only got self-preservation when it comes to our nation. You know what I mean? But the Christian church teach you how to have self-preservation on the fact of wanting to build your own up and only worry about and care about your own building. I mean, your own well-being and your family, your immediate family well-being. Like for example, self-preservation is this. if somebody starts shooting right now, and we all sitting outside on the block, right? We all sitting in front of the car, and somebody starts shooting. Self-preservation is, I hear shots. Oh, I hear the bullets hitting. Get down on the ground. You ain't worrying about nobody else. You worrying about yourself. And then when the shooting stop, you check yourself and, oh, I'm good. And then, oh damn, hey, y'all good? Anybody hit? Then you worry about everybody else. That's what Kanye West and Candace Owens do. That's what all these influencers do. They not world wars in the ISUBK. Nigga, man, somebody shooting, I damn there jump in front of my brother and take the bullet.
Damn
What
right.
type of brothers and sisters that the UPK raising here?
Damn
We ain't
right.
brothers to be selfish. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right.
What does Scripture say? No greater life than no greater commandment than. I mean, he said no greater thing for a man to lay his life down for his brethren. Kanye West never. Candace Owens, what? That never.
Never.
Look at that. Never do that. You know what I mean? But so,
Never, sir. And I'm gonna get back to it. And just a quick sidebar, just because we wrapping up the Day of Atonement, nigga, the Christians would be like, Day of Atonement, nigga, I'm not finna starve myself for 24 hours. You niggas is crazy. Like they don't even have enough sympathy on the children of Israel to actually come back to our law, statutes, and commandments to actually serve our God. You understand? To where the Day of Atonement, that should be out of the question for a goddamn Christian. They'd be like,
yeah.
what? I can't eat or drink for 24 hours because Christians are goddamn selfish, just like this nigga Kanye West. But I'm
Yeah.
finna get into this, sir. Salakia.
And too, before you go into it, like, nah, and it's crazy, right? Because I was just talking to somebody on Facebook, and you know what I mean, and dude was trying to say that, oh, we ain't in the land, we ain't got to keep none of those high holy days. I'm like, my nigga, I'm like, where did Moses keep the Passover?
Right.
He wasn't in Egypt, dummy. He was in the
Right.
wilderness. You know what I mean? He wasn't in Jerusalem either.
Right.
They was in the wilderness. They was keeping Passover. So what are you talking about? They
Right.
was keeping unleavened bread. They was keeping all that in the wilderness. They was not in the Holy Land. What are you talking about, idiot?
Not at all.
I'm like, y'all niggas is crazy. But yeah, but Salakia.
Yeah, kind, sir. West 45 appeared Monday at the fashion show in Paris. The rapper debuted his season 9 collection. Conservative commentator Candace Owens shared a photo of herself wearing the same t-shirt standing next to West in his White Lives Matter shirt. These niggas is crazy, man. Salakia. Ahead of the show, he gave a speech in which he referenced the 2016 robbery of estranged wife Kim Kardashian, the fallout with Gap following the launch of his collaboration with the brand, his struggles in the fashion industry, and more, according to Page 6.
Hey, and you know how, if I could, like, this nigga Kanye West so fake, my nigga. Like, he really is a fake ass nigga. Like he that one nigga that never had money, and as soon as he get money, he start calling everybody broke. Like, nigga, like, my nigga, we been having money. All of a sudden, nigga, you get an EDD check, nigga, you that nigga now. Or you do a Pete, you know what I'm saying? Like this nigga start calling everybody broke now. And everybody looking like, bro, we ain't never seen you with no money, bro, before any of this shit. You know what I mean? And that's Kanye West. But I got a few partners in the world like, we ain't never seen this man with no money. And then as soon as nigga he get a little female to cash him out, or he get a little disability check, he pull up with a little $1,000. Everybody broke, and he don't mess with broke bitches no more. It's like, nigga, it's first, nigga. Nigga, chill out, my nigga. You know, like, nigga, chill out, bro. That's what Kanye West remind me of. This nigga said slavery was a choice, my nigga. Like, this nigga said slavery was different. Slavery was a choice. Like, niggas wanted to get beat every day for not picking 100 pounds of cotton. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, like, come on, bro. Like, niggas want their family to get separated and sent to different plantations. That's not a choice, bro. That's not something that somebody would choose for themselves. You know what I mean? That nobody would choose that for themselves. And then, nigga, but that's not him saying that statement. Slavery was a choice. And guess what? He only saying that because he's a billionaire now. He was like, he knew he was going to be a billionaire. This nigga said, nigga, I'm already a millionaire. I'm about to end up being a billionaire, nigga. I'm about to switch up on these niggas. Yeah, nigga, slavery was a choice, and you niggas broke.
Basically, this nigga, he wasn't saying that at first. That nigga was talking about George Bush don't care about black people. That nigga, man, make sure y'all go tap into the previous class earlier today, the Wednesday night law class, as well as the Tuesday night brotherhood class. Because niggas be bringing out like the ISUBK, the men up under Commander General Yohana, as well as Commander General Yohana, we real life priests and prophets of the Lord, you understand? We have the wherewithal to actually fix black people's problems, you understand? So what's going on in the world today, it don't surprise us, you understand? So when you pay attention and look at the classes and the scriptures that we bring out about BS like this, then you will understand why we so hard on black people as far as us changing and fixing and getting away from the slave master and the oppression that we receiving by trying to be like our slave master. You understand? Because what you just said was so heavy, right? On the class the other night, the Tuesday night brotherhood class, you feel me? Like the Lord is against these type of niggas. You understand? Like if you a brother that wants to please slave master, you understand? You worthless to the Lord. You understand? You worthless to the Lord's chosen people. You understand? And the position that these niggas be in, the Christianity in them will be like, man, God has blessed me with this, and woo, nah, nigga, Satan blessed you with that, because Satan knows that you're gonna be a sellout to your own goddamn people, and you gonna adhere to the rules of your white slave master and tell the rest of these black people that you came up with, oh, you niggas is broke. Oh, I'm a billionaire now, so white lives matter. This Negro brought up the robbery of Kim Kardashian. Man, look, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? This broad got rich off of nothing. She got rich off of being in black culture, you understand, for being a goddamn whore and actually teaching black women to actually worship the type of lifestyle that she lives. You understand? And now you talking about white lives matter and you bring up this broad being robbed. Nigga, this bitch left you, went to go deal with some whacked out Edomite. You understand? That nigga, whatever the dude name is, that nigga is crazy. You understand? She went to go deal with him. She got this nigga around your kids, probably molesting your goddamn kids, and you talking about white lives matter. You just trying to get Kim back, bro. We understand. You understand? Like we get it. You know what I'm saying? Look, it must be. You got something to say? Man, good night. This Pete Dobson. That's what the nigga name is. Some shit like that. This nigga got your kids' names tattooed on his neck or chest or some shit like that. You understand? Oh. But you talking about white lives matter. Come on, man. What's going on in Chicago, Kanye? Them young boys that's being murdered in the same streets that you grew up in, that shit don't matter. You understand? What about 35? It was either 35 or 55 people that just got shot this past weekend in Chicago, and 5 people died. You understand? This nigga ain't speaking up about that. This nigga go put on a White Lives Matter shirt and go do a fashion week in Paris some goddamn where with a whole bunch of goddamn Edomites, and you bring this coon ass broad Candace Owen right along with you, you know what I'm saying, to go please your goddamn slave master. Kanye, you are a goddamn coon, you a fool, and you hate black people. You understand? But Salaki, sir.
No, that's facts. No, that's facts for sure. Is it any more in the article? You slide to the next one.
Yeah, kind, sir. The show featured a children's choir, and his daughter North walked as a model, according to reports. A representative for West, Yeezy, or Black Lives Matter, did not respond to Fox News digital immediate request for comment. That was it on that, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one. Sleep. Come on.
Yeah, man, he made me not even want to buy his shoes. I ain't even got none right now, but I wanted some. Like, nigga, you too far gone for me, bro. You know what I mean?
We ain't too though. This nigga Kanye West been dropping raw shit for sure.
Man, he made me not even want to buy them, bro.
Yeah, I'm already knowing, sir.
Sister gonna have to buy them for me or something. I don't know, but I ain't finna just nigga $300, $400. Yeah, that's kind of sketchy, nigga. That's Passover garment.
This nigga hella funny.
Yeah, real talk.
Next article. R&B singer Lyfe Jennings revealed the song Jeffrey Dahmer asked him to sing in prison. Hold on, Salakia. I know this nigga Lyfe Jennings did some time. That nigga was in prison with Jeffrey Dahmer?
Hell yeah, that nigga was in prison with Jeffrey Dahmer. He was 14 years old in prison, my nigga, with murderers. Hey, they scandalous up there.
Yeah, in the Midwest and down south, they be doing niggas bad, boy.
That nigga was he was 14 with a 10-year sentence fighting life. I mean, he was 14 with it when they sentenced him to 10 years, and he was in the penitentiary out there.
That
You know what I
nigga
mean?
adult prison when he was 14.
14.
The devil that the Bible speaks
Hey,
of.
it's wild, man. It's wild. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy, sir? Like, I just was thinking the other day, right? In California, I want to say this was like 2000 and like 2007, 2006, 2007. I believe it was 2007 because I was in juvenile hall at this time. I remember when they passed the law in California that you can be charged as an adult at 16 years old. You understand? But they still don't send you to prison in California at 16. You got to sit in juvenile hall until your 18th birthday, and then that bus come get you. Then you go to county jail, and then they send you to prison.
Yep.
They send niggas to prison. This nigga's from Ohio. Boy, that shit scandalous out there.
Yep.
Middle America and down south, those are still slave plantation towns.
Yeah, hell yeah. And first off, it ain't no way no young boy 14 years old should have got 10 years for some robberies. He's 14.
Yeah, at all.
Nigga, you ain't really gonna go to in California. You ain't even gonna really just go to the pen or to YA for a robbery, my nigga, like for 10 years.
Nah, hell nah. If you a young nigga and you ain't being charged as an adult, and like juvenile life is till you 21.
Yeah.
You could be like 15, you know what I'm saying? From 15 to 21. What's that? 6 years, 5 years, something like that? 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but Life Jennings must be nice. You know what I mean? He was in prison with Jeffrey Dahmer. That's crazy. Keep going.
14. Man, that shit got me looking at like life Jennings is kind of different now.
Right. Man.
14, you in prison with Jeffrey Dahmer and he asking you to sing a song? Oh, yeah.
That nigga was trying to take something for sure.
Nigga probably took some and nigga, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even gonna come out.
Nah, hell no. I think they was rocking with him. But the way he was telling the story, I'm like, nigga, I think that damn Jeffrey Dahmer was trying to slide up on that nigga, bro, like on some other shit.
That nigga said they was rocking with him.
No, they had to be. I can't picture it no other way because in my mind, I'm like 14, nigga. You know them niggas weird, especially back in the day, nigga. This was 92. Them niggas like easy come up. They're like easy, nigga. Like you know what I mean? It's foul, man. But
And from what I heard, like from having uncles that been to the feds, you know what I'm saying, that did prison time outside of California, you know what I'm saying, and having cousins that's from the South and shit, and how they be talking about the prisons down there. Like big shout out to Captain Gadar for the last One West radio that they had, because they brought out some a clip of what was going on. I believe it was like a prison in Texas, right? In California, the prison system out here, niggas ain't getting raped out here in no goddamn prison system out here in California. That shit rare. You know what I'm saying? But down south, they be on bullshit. You feel me? In the Midwest, they be on bull, and on the East Coast, New York and Philly and all that type of shit, they be on bullshit out there. You feel me? So like, but Cap had brought out an article like how they get down in one of them prisons down there in the South. I want to say it was Texas or something like that. You feel me? And yeah, like them niggas really be raping little niggas. You feel me? Like in them prisons down there, California, that shit really not happening like that. You feel me? Like me, I've never like. Of course, I ain't never seen that type of shit. You feel me? Being up in that motherfucker. But I've never even heard of that shit happening in California. You know what I'm saying?
look, I done been to 4 different prisons, bro. That never happened.
Yeah, that shit not happening. You know what I'm saying?
4 prisons. You know?
Yeah, I only been to one. You feel me? that shit definitely not happening. You feel me? In the prison where most of the Bay Area niggas come from, in my jurisdiction of the Bay Area. You feel me? But they'll portray this shit in movies. You know what I'm saying? Brothers in the Bay don't play down south. They got a little thing. Yeah, yeah, sis. I don't know what the hell going on down there, but you know what I'm saying. I've heard of this type of shit happening in the Midwest, down south, and on the East Coast and shit. You feel me? But they'll portray all this type of shit in movies and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying this is because if Life Jennings was about 14 years old, nigga, and you in prison with Jeffrey Dahmer and shit, you feel me? Like it probably was some weird shit going on in that motherfucker. You feel me?
Yeah. And that's another thing. They put everybody together. In California, man, look, check this out.
You can't even be a celly with a goddamn Mexican. You can't be a celly with a white boy or none of that.
Yeah, you can't. California politics too hard. You can't have nothing on your jacket. As soon as Jeffrey Dahmer came to prison in California, he would have died on the spot.
Yeah, you know? Facts.
Would have died on the spot, nigga. Like, nigga, they not in California. It's just not like that. And then
would have been on a PC yard with a whole lot of other out of pocket.
Right, exactly. And then they probably would have killed him over there too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got a lot of niggas that dropped out, but them niggas ain't on no weird shit. You know what I mean? Like hella Hispanics and Mexicans and Southsiders and shit like that. But in California, bro, like you ain't no raping going on. Like I said, I've been to 4 different prisons. Man, let niggas find out that nigga, you ain't even gotta rape nobody. Let niggas find out that you gay in prison in California. Nigga, yeah. All you gonna hear is what I do. I didn't heard it thousands of times, nigga. You know whatever you did, you know what you did, nigga. What I do. I'm gonna say the same thing every single time, no matter what it is. You snitching, you told on somebody, nigga. You got some sex shit going on. They always say the same thing over. What I do, nigga. You know what you did, nigga. You know what I mean? But yeah, that ain't going on out here, and it definitely ain't nobody under 18 in the prison. That's weird, man. You know what I mean? But it's like you can keep going.
Yeah, kind of, sir. Salakia. This just ad came on, and I don't know what the fuck going on. Salakia. R&B singer Lyfe Jennings is speaking out about his time in prison, particularly the time he spent serving alongside convicted serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer with the Netflix series Dahmer Monster: The Jeffrey Dahmer Story, drawing attention once more to Dahmer's grisly killings. Many are commentating both on the show and Dahmer's sinister story. In a video shared to Twitter, Jennings revealed that Dahmer asked him to sing "Breaking My Heart, Pretty Brown Eyes" by Mint Condition while they were in prison together. Boy, it was some weird shit going on, man.
Nigga said "Pretty Brown Eyes," bro. Like, what is going on? This is crazy.
Damn, that must be night, boy. Nigga gonna look at Lyfe Jennings crazy right now, boy.
That nigga said saying "Pretty Brown Eyes." He was trying to shoot his shot. That nigga is weird.
Breaking my heart. That nigga crazy, bro.
That's horrible, man. But it let you know how disgusting this country is, man. That you lock a brother up, 14 years old, and put him in there with grown ass men that killed 17 people, raped, dismembered them, you know what I'm saying, and ate them. This nigga's a cannibal. This nigga's a homosexual cannibal killer, and they didn't lock this man up and put him. Throw a boy up and put him with this dude. Like, that's crazy, man. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I wouldn't be nowhere in the South committing. I mean, I wouldn't commit crime, period, but let alone out there, man. That's crazy as hell.
That nigga said he a homosexual cannibal killer.
Nigga, real talk, like.
Hey, that's a cold ass diagnosis, sir. You damn near should be a doctor.
That's facts.
Nigga was being a homosexual, a child molester, a killer, a rapist, and he'll eat your ass.
No, real talk.
That's crazy, man. Like, this is a sad story. Like we laughing and joking and shit, but this really a sad ass story. Like this nigga's 14 years old, bro. He's literally in prison in a grown man adult prison, you know what I'm saying, with a convicted rapist, murderer, and a goddamn cannibal. And he's asking him to sing songs. And Jeffrey Dahmer, a grown ass man.
That's
Nigga,
crazy.
bro, when I was 14 years, I'm not that big of a dude today. You know what I'm saying? But when I was 14 years old, I was extra skinny. Nigga, when I was 21, I was extra skinny. You know what I'm saying? Imagine a nigga 14 years old, you in there, you got 10 years, and who was the nigga in the pie with you, or depending on where you at. If you in matter of fact, it say they in maximum security. So I don't know if this nigga was his celly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they get down out there, but goddamn, like, imagine Jeffrey Dahmer 2-3 doors down from you, and y'all going to the yard, and this nigga asking you to sing "Breaking My Heart, Pretty Brown Eyes." Man, bro, Jeffrey Dahmer ass would have got stabbed up, nigga, if I was in that motherfucker with him. For sure, bro. We ain't doing that, bro. On mama's, like, I'd have hollered at one of my OG folks, like, hey, big bro, check it out. This weird ass white boy, bro, I don't know what he in here for, but nigga, I need a banger, boy. This nigga tripping. This nigga keep asking me to sing songs for him and shit, bro. I'm 105 pounds in this motherfucker, bro. Nigga, I don't know what the fuck he thought this shit was. You feel me? Like, nigga, dude ass tripping. You feel me? Yeah, this shit crazy. But so I'm gonna get into the story. Ooh, wait, this damn Lyfe Jennings. And the reason why I keep saying like this, because Lyfe Jennings is a singing nigga, you feel me? But I know Lyfe Jennings' story a little bit. That nigga a gangster for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
That don't let that must be nice and all of that. Bro, this nigga's from Toledo, Ohio. Toledo, Ohio is like Oakland, California, for real, bro. That shit is like St. Louis. It's like South Sac, Iraq, bro. That shit like Oak Park, bro. That shit like Philadelphia. It's like Chicago, for real. You feel me? This shit like Detroit. It's like other
Ghetto.
major city. You said what, sir?
I said like every other ghetto around the damn America.
It's like every other major city where black people live amongst each other. Hey, sis, you hella funny. You definitely old school in the town. She said on Cetus. That's funny as hell, bro. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into this. It's like one day we were in maximum security, and they're like everyone against the wall because I was a porter in this little thing. The little bridge where they put the little bridge where they put inmates and stuff like that, Jennings said, who was served 10 years for 1992 conviction. So this nigga was basically a pod worker. You know what I'm saying? When niggas say you a porter, you know what I'm saying? You the nigga that's basically like you the trustee, so to speak. If you ever seen the movie Lyfe, you know what I'm saying? That the one nigga that was like, you tell him about the gun line, boss. But niggas not on no niggas ain't on no, like when you got a nigga that's a power worker or some shit like that, you feel me? Niggas ain't really just on some like trying to dudge you out or you know what I'm saying, look out for the goddamn COs like that. Nigga just a nigga with seniority, somebody like how we was bringing out earlier, a nigga who got influence, you feel me? A nigga that could basically keep shit up under control, you know what I'm saying? A nigga that just got a job, you know what I'm saying? Make sure niggas get fresh clothes, all of that type of shit, you feel me? But it ain't on no house nigga type shit, you know what I'm saying, when you in prison, you feel me? But so this nigga, you know what I'm saying, he can be able to wiggle and move around a little bit more than everybody else, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's so they're like everyone against the wall. So they bring the white boy in. So he comes, and it just so happens that they put him in a cell right next to me. He continued. I'm out there sweeping and mopping or whatever. So anyway, he was only there just for a short period of time. I don't even really remember how long, but the first day and a half, 2 days, we ain't really hear nothing from the cat. But in a couple of days, he was banging on the doors because, you know, we're locked down so much down there, you had to have some fun. So the cat just kind of released he just his little shit off by yelling, beating on the doors or whatever. And that was back in the penitentiary days where you could smoke in the penitentiary, right? So I used to run across dudes all the time because of the cigarettes. He used to trade stuff, a little cigarettes, while he was down there. As a porter in prison, Jennings said he did a lot of the cleaning around the prison and was allowed out of his cell to do his job. While cleaning, he said he'd sing, often taking song requests from fellow inmates and one day from Dahmer. Okay, now that makes sense now. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ, that nigga wasn't he wasn't you feel me?
Right.
He ain't this nigga like Jennings like that. You feel me? This nigga was just sweeping, you know what I'm saying? Mopping hallways and shit. That nigga humming songs and shit. And Jeffrey Dahmer like, hey, young boy, you feel me? Hey, little bruh. You know what I'm saying? Sing this song for me, right? He said, one particular day I walked past the thing, Jeffrey, he was like, hey. He was like, yo, that's you down there singing? I'm like, yo, it was me down there singing. You see me down there, man? So he was like, I like R&B. I'm like, you like R&B? He's like, yeah, Jennings shared. After returning to his cell, the must be nice singer said he started yelling through the door, asking Dahmer what he wanted to hear. Y'all will never guess what song he asked me did I know. He said with a chuckle, mint conditions breaking my heart. Pretty brown eyes, man. He asked, did I know that record? And I sang the record. He beat it on the door and all this stuff. I mean, I ain't saying the homie is a celebrity or nothing. I'm just telling you my experience, man.
Man, look at that. That's crazy. But like, I'm just amazed that this brother was in prison with Jeffrey Dahmer, and
Right.
Jeffrey Dahmer was so prideful and so entitled that he was in a request. I mean, he wasn't Life Jennings at the time. You know what I mean? The famous that as we know him, but you got the nerve to be here still trying to talk to black people, a kid, and ask them to sing a song for you. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous, and especially
Lucky he wasn't a cellmate with him.
when you know that this nigga done killed nigga majority of his victims was black people, and that's why homosexuals, especially black homosexuals, y'all. First off, you shouldn't be no homosexual because you're black, right? And then second off, it's like my nigga, y'all mad at fucking Netflix for taking the tag off that movie, Jeffrey Dahmer, and y'all saying we ain't got nothing to do with that. Well, really, black homosexuals, but y'all should be mad at that they took that down. You know what I mean? Y'all should be mad because guess what? He was killing y'all.
Right.
Y'all group ain't even protecting y'all. You know what I mean? Like man, that whole little and but it's just good to know that they got some smut on them. You know what I mean? Like y'all can't just go through our history and say that oh man, like we was good, we was sweet. No, y'all been out here murdering people. You know what I mean? Just like all the forefathers, a lot of them niggas was homosexuals. They didn't say they was LGBTQ and all that, but them niggas was homosexuals too, and they was murderers. You know what I mean? But it's just crazy that he was in prison with them, and he was able to get that close to this man, and you know what I mean? Like that's crazy. And he requested a song from you, and you sung this man a song, man. And then, look, and then that's why after this, Life Jennings, bro, I fuck with your music, bro, but you tripped out on that one. But you was kid, like no, but you kind of tripped out because it's like nigga, if you know he in there for killing black people and raping them and eating them and all that, bro, you don't ask me for no song, bro. You know what I mean? Don't ask me for no song. But him being that
Do you think he knew, sir?
hit man, he had to know. This was the biggest news on the planet Earth. Nigga, this nigga killed 17 people. They ran in his house and found bodies in a big ass barrel, and he was eating eating livers on the stove. Like this nigga just eating livers and hearts on the stove, eating them. You know what I mean? Like you ain't watched the series?
I can't watch that shit, sir.
Like, when I
I
tell you,
crossed it today. I'm like, hell no, bro, I ain't watching that shit.
it's crazy. And you know, so it was even further crazy, right? But we did. I got to end the podcast after this. I want to bring the article about the serial killer that's going around Stockton and Oakland, killing people.
Sir.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But we did tap in next week with it. But yeah, man, yeah, that's crazy, man. The LGBTQ, y'all got to take this L. The black LGBTQ, y'all got to take this L, man. You know what I mean? And yeah, you know what it is, man. It's dropping jewels, man. We gonna get with y'all next week. Make sure y'all.
Also, sir, a jewel on them.
Man, the jewel of the day, huh? What's the jewel of the day? Shit, drop it on the crowd. I can't even think right now.
The jewel of the day, man. Don't trust your goddamn enemy. Like real talk. Hey, if you a black homosexual, Jeffrey Dahmer is going to murder you and have you in his goddamn freezer. You
Right.
understand? If you a black man that cares about white lives and talking about white lives matter, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would never be able to speak up for your own goddamn people. If you trust your goddamn enemy and you play for a football team in Yuba goddamn city with a whole bunch of Caucasians, you understand? They're going to play a prank about a slave auction block, and you're going to be the goddamn slave as a black man, you know what I'm saying? Never trust your enemy. That's the jewel of the day, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right. Real talk, man. With that being said, man, we gonna tap back in with y'all, man. Still all on crazy.